Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn basic Microsoft Excel. So if just say you're using a normal Windows laptop, definitely you'll have a control button. So what I'm going to teach you is I'm going to teach you Control G. So when you press Control G, you will notice that a box will appear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type here A1000 and I press enter. So what happened is basically it will go to column A and row 1000. So let me do one more time so that you get a picture. So I'm going to press Ctrl G. So when you press Ctrl G together, you will notice a box will appear, and I'm going to type here Z1 and press enter. So what happened is it will go to column Z and row number 1. So meaning to say, when you press Ctrl G together, you will notice a box will appear. So what is Ctrl G? Ctrl G means it's go to. It can actually go to any cell, any coordinates. So if you just say I'm going to type M for Malaysia and 1000 and I press enter. So what happened is it will go to column M and row 1000. So the beauty is you don't have to use your mouse. Basically, you can just press Ctrl G and it can just go to any cell you want. So you just say I type here A1. So bear in mind, it will go to column A and row number 1. But it doesn't have to be like capital A or small letter A. It doesn't matter as long there is the alphabet and also a number. So because if just say I put here space 1 and I press enter, you will have an error. So in this case, what you need to make sure is you need to make sure the A and 1 kena rapat-rapat. Rapat-rapat means you need to make sure that this A, the alphabet and the number, it is located closely. So when you press enter, automatically it will go to column A and row number 1. So just say I want to go to K5. So Ctrl G, K5. But if just say you forget to type number 5, you press enter, it will have an error. So make sure the coordinates, the reference over here must have the alphabet and number. So K5, you can also go to just say AZ15. So it'll go over here, Ctrl G to KZ1 and so on. So the beauty of Ctrl G is it helps us to go to any cell. So now you just say I press Ctrl G, A1, enter. It will go to column A, row number 1. So the thing is, when you are an intern, you are a fresh graduate, kamu seseorang individu yang baru, that means you are too new to Excel. One of the keyboard shortcut that is very important to know is Control and down arrow. If you are using MacBook, it's Command and down arrow. Why? Because when you press Control and down, it will automatically go to the lowest point. It will go to the bottommost data. So like I mentioned, when you press Ctrl G A1, some people can even try Control Home, but depending on the location of your home button, because some keyboards the home button is a standalone, some keyboards the home button is together. So it's better for me to advise, since I'm teaching via online, so I'll try to use Ctrl G A1. But if your home button is a separate button, you can just press Control Home, automatically you will go to A1. So right now, what I'm teaching is Control down arrow. When you press Control down arrow, it will go to the bottommost data. Control down arrow, it will go to the bottommost point. So meaning to say, in this context, you don't have to press down like this. You can just press Control down. And very important keyboard shortcut is Control Shift down. Because I think that some people don't really know this, because sometimes I tend to highlight my data like this. Well, you can actually highlight, but apparently if your data got 1000 rows, 9000 rows, million rows, this is not an efficient way. The efficient way is Control Shift down arrow. So when you press Control Shift down, it will highlight until the bottommost data. Because instead of you highlighting one by one, you can try Control Shift down. And another keyboard shortcut that I want to teach is Control Shift L. Okay, that's a keyboard shortcut. Control Shift L. You can try this in MacBook, but bear in mind some laptop it will not appear, because you need to turn off the performance log off depending on what laptop you use. So I'm going to try Control Shift L. So when I press Control Shift L, you will notice that this filter box or this down arrow box will appear. The name of this box is called auto filter. What it does is it can help us to sort the data. Sort means menyusun. Menyusun means it can arrange the data. It can also filter the data. What is filter? Filter means we can actually make a selection. Maybe we want greater than and so on. But what I want to do is I want to show using keyboard shortcut. So just say I press Ctrl G A1. So now if just say I want this box to appear. Okay, this box to appear. But instead of using my mouse, I want to appear on Windows means I need to press alternate down arrow. When you press alternate down arrow, what you will notice is the box automatically appear. Meaning, I don't have to click it over here. I just press alternate down arrow, ALT button and the down arrow button. And if you look carefully, here we have sort A to Z. So if you notice carefully, there is a word called sort A to Z, whereby the letter S got the underline. Huruf apa yang ada garis? Huruf S. The letter S got underline. So you just press S. Automatically, it will menyusun data. It will arrange the data from letter A up to Z. So when I press alternate down, and if you see here, sort Z to A. Sort Z to A is the O is underlined. So when the O is underlined, you just press O. So automatically, it will sort the data from the last alphabet to the A alphabet. So I'm going to press alternate down. So over here, basically you don't have to memorize. Why? Whatever underline, that is the letter. But if just say, I want to go to the search. Without using my mouse, I want to go to the search. What I do is I press E. When I press E, it will automatically go to the search button. And just say I want to know Al-Fajr. So I just put Al and I just put enter. So it will show me all the data that has the word Al. But what if just say I want Al-Fajr? So I'm going to press here E so that it will go to the search AL star. So AL star means it will show the data bermula dengan, begins with AL. And then when I press enter, so apparently we have all the data regarding Al-Fajr. So if just say over here we have lots of name. So if just say I want the name bermula dengan N. Bermula dengan N means I'm going to press here E, N and then star. Some people will call it asterisk button. Some people will say star. So you press N star. It will show data bermula dengan huruf N. That means begin with the letter N. But if just say I want the data to berakhir dengan N. So I'm going to press E so that you go to search star N. And then you press enter. So you'll notice all the names over here berakhir dengan huruf N. So this is how we can play around. So I can press alternate down. And if you look here carefully, there is a word called clear filter from employee name. The underlined letter is C. So you just press C, it will clear filter. So alternate down and then you press S, it will sort A to Z. So you can do the same thing. So here you can press alternate down and then you press here S, it will sort the data from the oldest date to the newest date. So you can do that. So if just say I want to highlight sampai bawah. Highlight sampai bawah is Control Shift down. So Control Shift down, it will highlight sampai bawah. And if you notice carefully, I'm actually highlighting the tarik. I'm highlighting the dates. And all these dates falls in 2024. All the tarik jatuh pada tahun 2024. Now we are already in 2025, going to be 2026 next year. So just say I want to actually change the date. I want to replace the 2024 to the 2025. So what you do is you press Ctrl H. So when you press Ctrl H, what happens is it will replace box will appear, and this gives us the freedom to replace. So just say I put here 2024. I want to replace with 2025. Okay. So you can use your mouse and click replace all. Or if you notice over here, the replace all, the underlined letter is A. The replace all, the underlined letter is A. So you cannot press A like that because the A is located, the replace all, replace, find all, find next is located as a button. So in this case, we press alternate A. So when we press alternate A, automatically from 2024 it has been converted to 2025. And just say I want to know today's date because today is 24th December. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl Up. Ctrl Up means we'll go to the top, and if I want the box to appear, alternate down. And if you look carefully, date filter. If you look carefully, date filter, the underline is F. So I'm going to press F, and if just say the word today, the today is underline is O. Because if you see here, the underline is O. So you press here O, and automatically it will show you the today's date, which is 24th December. So I'm going to press alternate down. Just say I want to know date filter. So you can press F, and I want to know next week. So the next week is the underline letter is next week. Underline letter is K. So when you press K, automatically it will show you the data for next week. So this is basically how you can play around, because it will follow the Malaysian calendar year, whereby Saturday is the last day, Sunday is the first day. So apparently 28 is actually on a Sunday, so that is the technically the next week. So if they say you want to know previous month, alternate down and then F, and then you want to know the previous month. Previous month means last month. Last month is N. So you press N, and just like that. So this is how you can play around the data. So if you want to know a particular date, so alternate down, and I'm going to press F. So I will choose between. So between, and you can choose here. Maybe you want to choose August 10 or August. Okay, let me choose. So I'm going to select August 10. And over here, maybe I'll choose 1st September. Okay, so I'm going to choose 1st September, and I press OK. So apparently what happens is it will show you the data that falls from a particular date to a particular date. Okay, so apparently we don't have 1st September, but if just say you really want, okay, maybe to a particular date, so you can put here between. Okay, so maybe I just put, instead of 1st, I put 11, I press OK. And there you go. So this is the data. So this shows from a particular date from 10 August up to 10 September. So if just say you really want to know, maybe okay, the dates are done, we want to clear filter, you can just press C, it will clear filter. But what if just say I want to know top 10 data? So alternate down, so you can go to number filter and you can just choose the top 10. So T, and I'm going to choose maybe top 5. Okay, so I'm going to change here 5 and enter. So apparently what happened is it will show you the top 5 data. And if you just say you want to sort, so alternate down, so largest to smallest is, the letter underline is O. So you press O, automatically it will sort from the largest to the smallest. So this is basically how you can actually play around with the data. So the interesting part is when you do sort and filter is a very common thing in every Excel reporting. Whether you're an accountant, finance, quality assurance engineer, this is a very common tool whereby you can actually sort, you can filter by color, you can even filter by blanks. But what I teach you right now is the keyboard shortcut, whereby you can actually navigate, arrange the data, sort the data, and even filter the data without using your mouse.